Hey YouTube, this is Crazy Kid here, and well, yesterday I went to Microcenter here in California and scored 19 GPUs. Scored 7 for myself. I got a 3090, 4 6600s, and then 2 6600 XTs, which I'm kind of disappointed with the 6600 XTs. They don't dual mine and they're really finicky. And then I got these 12 GPUs for my dad that I'm going to be building a open air mining rig for him in the future, and I'll be doing that in the next week or two when all his parts come in, and I will videotape that. But today what we're going to do is we are going to do a updated review on the Vtretu, however you say their name, mining rig case. And I am going to put my new 3090 inside that mining rig case. And yeah, so far that case has been awesome. Absolutely no issues with it. It's been keeping all the cards very cool. The power supply seems to have no issues. So I figured, why not add another really powerful card to it and see if it handles it. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today. So as I am leaving Microcenter, the guard stops me to check my receipt, and I asked him if this was, a normal occurrence to see, this big of a purchase, and he said, which shocked me, no, this was one of the biggest purchases he's ever seen, and the only other purchase that's come close was made by Post Malone. So I thought that was kind of funny. My purchase was up to Post Malone status, apparently. Here is a screenshot of the 3090 Time Spy score, just in case if anybody was wondering what it was. Out of the box, this is just 100% fan, no other tunes. I got 20,691. It's really not bad. My 6900 XT has gotten in the 22,000s with the power limit all the way up. So not bad though, not bad. All right, so got my 3090 in here. As you guys can see, the 3090, 3080 Ti, got 3070, two 3060 Ti's, and a 3080 Founders in here. So these three cards are high power cards alone, and these are pretty medium power. The case, has enough to do one more of these, so I could do, two 3090s in here with the same card setup I have in here, and then that would be maxed. I'd have to shuffle some plugs around and have some cards sharing plugs like back to back. Oops, like this. You'd have to share these back to back, but it would work. So I might do that and add another 3090, but so far for the one-day shipping and the price, this thing has been phenomenal. I still highly recommend it. No issues with it so far at all. So one thing I do like is this little cubby right here. You can pull your cords back, all your PCIe cables. You can pull them all back and put it right here in this little cubby, so it's out of the way. So that's cool. So that's really nice. Doesn't hit your fans and stuff. Yeah. So let's boot this baby up with all these cards in it and see how she does. All right. Let's see if we get a power. All right. Everything seems to be good to go. I'm gonna look for it in the software. All right, so here it is in the software. I got my 3090 dual mining, a lithium and ETH over here, and then the 3080 Ti is over there, dual mining since it's LHR. And that server case, man, it keeps it cool. It was about 96 degrees in my computer, and it's about 82 to 84 in that server case. So I still really recommend it. I love that server case. Yeah, no complaints yet. Okay, so I did check a few things. This baby is maxed out. It's pulling about 7 amps at 245 volts, so that's about 1700 watts, and this is rated for 1800 watts. You know, it's 2000, but they say, you know, it can do a consistent 1800 at 240 watts or volts. So I'm about 100 watts under the 80%. No issues. The fan is perfect. This thing is loud, but it's keeping it cool. And yeah, so I have, just for reference, a 3080, EVGA 3090, EVGA 3080 Ti, a Zotac 3070, and then 2 Founders Edition 3060 Ti's in here. So all pretty high power draw cards. So yeah, these little mining rigs are not too bad. You cannot do all 3090s like the Octaminers, but you only got to buy one. So there's that for me was a big deal, because I couldn't really find a reason to order 5 cases at once. So yeah, so far good. So one thing I did want to point out, this was actually brought up to me in a comment on one of my YouTube videos. When they assembled these cases, they assembled them wrong. So they put the right screw right here, and then all the wrong screws in this power supply that hold it in. And that's why in my first video about this thing, I was like, man, this thing came with all the wrong hardware. But it actually came with all the right hardware from the manufacturer. Whoever assembled it, I don't know if that's their manufacturer who's assembling it, or the seller, or whatever. Basically, whoever put this power supply in there, they don't know how to do their job right, and they really botched it. Not only on my unit, but a few other people have bought these units that have watched my YouTube videos, and the same things happen to them. So just kind of look out for that if you do buy one of these units, that the power supply may be assembled wrong. Not assembled wrong, but mounted in the case assembled wrong. So alrighty. Okay, in closing here, I just kind of wanted to show you guys all the GPUs that I have acquired in the last 6 weeks. These are all of the GPUs I have acquired. Now, 12 of these 6600s are my dad's, so my farm is getting bigger by the day. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Hopefully I can keep growing it, keep good content coming. The room I'm in is just full of empty boxes and packaging, because my 2-year-old will come in here and play in all the packaging. But I got lots of stuff coming up, grow tent setup coming up, the rig built for my dad. This is actually a monitor that I'm going to start using to configure mining rigs with. And then when I'm not using it to configure mining rigs, you know, you can game and watch movies on this. It's a really nice HD monitor. And then I got, you know, some smart plugs that I'm using to turn blower motors on and off, and keyboard and mouse setup, and all of this stuff will be coming up in a future video. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys, you know, you can definitely get GPUs. You know, I've gotten tons of GPUs in the last 6 weeks. So still kind of funny that the security guard at Microcenter said that you know, the only person who's made a big purchase like that was Post Malone. I still think that's funny. Microcenter was fantastic. They treated me extremely well, were extremely helpful. All the people down in Microcenter in LA, you guys are really, really wonderful. So can't wait to go back and see you all again. So till next time, you guys have a good one.